Hi guys, and welcome back to another ride. Today again on my S22, and this is a short little ride because it is again the temperature plummeted. I think it's -1 this morning, and there's a lot of parts of the road where there's water flowing because we had some rain earlier in the week. There's some water flowing and the water's iced over, so it's very slippery on the road. So be careful out there if you ride your wheel in cold conditions. But basically what I want to do is I just want to give you a quick update in this video about my wheel situation, why I only have one wheel now, and where is my S18 and where is my Sherman. So and I thought I'd bring you guys along for the little ride. So let's jump on the wheel and I'll explain where all the wheels went to. Let's go. So as you guys seen from the previous video, I had a little bit of a fall, and I broke my mic cable on the softest bit of grass you can imagine. So I've got 2 new mic cables for my Insta, no, not Insta, for my DJI Action, but they are a little bit long, so I need to wrap them around the camera and the selfie stick. But yeah, back up and running. Super happy about that. Only £6, so that's even a better bargain, because I thought it's going to be quite expensive. If you look at the more expensive brands, the ones that says they are supported by the Rode Wireless Go and all those type of things, then it's about, well, it's not getting that much money, but it's £25 or something like that. And if I don't have to spend that much money and it can work, oof, then I'm happy. Oh, it's super muddy. I thought it was going to be frozen over, but it's not everywhere. Really enjoy being out that it's not raining this morning. Getting a nice ride in. But yeah, let's ooh. Slippery, good to have a knobby tire. So let's talk about where did the S18 go to. So let's roll back a few months. I reached out to a lot of guys saying, listen guys, I'm really keen to buy a wheel, and I started looking at the Master and the S22 and couldn't find anyone, and no one got back to me, and this and that the other, and I was finding it hard to spend my money, and because I wanted to trade in. So I think that's probably where the difficult part came in. A lot of guys don't offer the option of a trade-in compared to just a straight swap. So I was reaching out to everyone and about the Master and about the S22, and I was reading a lot of reviews. Well, I've been reading a lot of reviews in any case. I really like the S22. I just like the look of it. That's why I bought the S18. I just like the look of it. As much as all the other wheels were out there, the V11 at that time and the V12 and so forth, I just like the look of the S18 more. So and I like it, how the suspension worked. So I thought to myself, I want to go or S22 or I want to go for the Master. And then loads of the dealers were giving feedback out that the Master was that specific batch that came into the UK. Again, this is more UK related. Had a lot of issues. Small issues that can be fixed, but when you spend that much money, I don't really want to go and fix any issues. Me personally, other people will be happy with that. I like to ride the stuff, and it needs to work rather than it being in the shop the whole time. And because I live quite far away from any of the shops, so it's about a 2-hour drive to Speedy Feet, so it's a 4-hour drive there. And then if I go into personal electric transport or the guys at E-Rides, it's a 4-hour round trip. And diesel is not cheap, and yeah, if I go in the electric car, it's just a full day out. That is just I'm very precious about my weekends, so that's why I'm out in the mornings riding my wheel, so I can get out, enjoy some fresh air, and then have the rest of the day to spend with the family. So I was reaching out, and everyone was saying, no, stay away from this batch of Masters, and the S22 is definitely the best thing. So then I looked at the thing and said, okay, so who is doing this stator pinning? Speedy Feet wasn't doing that, or it doesn't look like their batch is pinned, but I didn't know. It wasn't listed on the website or anything. And then I think E-Rides at that time, E-Rides at that time did not have any S22s in stock. And then I reached out to Personal Electric Transport, and the guys were super helpful to offer me a trade-in, and it was a fair amount of money, because again, when they buy in the wheel, they don't know the state of the wheel, so the rim can be buckled, or there can be something wrong with the suspension or whatever. There's just loads of stuff that can go wrong. So they take also a big risk, and I didn't really want to sell the wheel, because when you don't have the ability to check a wheel before you sell it on, you don't know what you're selling on to someone. And I like to look after my stuff, and if there's something wrong, I would like to fix it before I sell it on. And that's just that's sort of the other thing is, when most of the dealers do this MOT and whatever, I need to get the wheel to them, and they then sort it out, and then they send it back. But it's again, the postage, I think, is about £90 to get a heavy wheel shipped, because the shipping guys don't really like these heavy things. And so it's just money. So it was just getting annoyed. But basically, the guys from Personal Electric Transport say, listen guy, I'll give you this amount of money. I was super happy with that amount. Yes, it was a loss, and I do understand it. I'm taking that loss, but at least I know the wheel is going to go to someone, and I know that the guys from Personal Electric Transport, their motors were pinned, because they pinned them themselves. They send it into a workshop, and they then get the wheel pinned, and so it's all secure, we hope. So it's early days. The wheel has got about 200 miles on it, so we'll see how that operates, with a bit of jumping and so forth, trail riding in the summer and so forth. So yeah, I went with the guys from Personal Electric Transport, Vlad and the guys, super helpful. And if you ever looking for electric wheels, scooters and so forth, servicing and all that lovely stuff, check those guys out. And then there's also Speedy Feet, and there's also E-Rides. Both all three of them here in the UK give you really good service. Personal Electric Transport sorted me the wheel out, went to fetch it. My 4-hour round trip into London, beautiful. Nice early morning into London on a Saturday. Picked up the wheel and started riding the wheel. Super happy with the wheel. It's a big old wheel, and but I like it. It's pretty much a Kingsong ride. Feels Kingsong-ish. It's great. It just becomes an extension of your legs. Love it. So not long after that, I had my Sherman that you guys all know, that I bought from Speedy Feet. Love that wheel, man. So what was I saying? The Sherman is such a nice wheel. It's just for me, that size package. When I got it the first time, it was like this is a big and heavy wheel. It's not going to work for me. But I've done about 1,000 miles, just over 1,000 miles on that wheel, and just loved it. Absolutely loved it. Every minute I ride the Sherman, I loved it. And that's why I'm so keen to ride the Sherman S, because I think it's going to be a really nice wheel. But again, looking at the Sherman S, boom, it's motorbike price. You know, I'm looking at a Honda Grom, small little 125cc for nipping in and out to work, so I can have my bigger bike in the garage and the small little bike just to nip around, get my daughter on the back and do some just some fun riding, get her used to motorbiking. And a Grom I can pick up for £3,800. So the Sherman S comes in at, I think I saw the other day, it's like £4,200. What? That's a lot of money. But the thing is, if you compare that to electric mountain bikes, mid-range ones, low to mid-range, starts at £5,000. The other guy was saying to me, he's got a electric mountain bike, mid-range bike for £7,000. £7,000 for electric mountain bike. It can go only 15 miles per hour. No. Yeah, it's bizarre. So, the Sherman S, you know, one of the guys on the electricpeople.org forum, a website, was saying, like, and they're looking for a Sherman. I put the idea out there, I might be keen to sell my Sherman. This guy was like super keen to buy my Sherman, and very nice guy, you know, super, you know, it's just, you know, when you meet people and they just like genuine, down to earth, great people, man. It's like, so he was so keen to buy the Sherman that he wanted to drive down from, it was almost like a 3-hour drive to come in and fetch the wheel, almost the same day, like a few days later. It's like and I was like an umming because I really liked my Sherman. And the other thing is that was worrying me about the Sherman was I was really keen to take it into Speedy Feet for an MOT, the free MOT, because I bought the wheel from them. But he was so keen to buy the wheel that I said to him, listen, I do not know what's wrong with the wheel, so it's up to you to check it out. And you know, I'm sad to say there was a few problems with the wheel, but we managed to sort it out. You know, he sent it off to E-Rides and they sorted out the problems, but I'll talk about that in a separate video, what to look out for when you buy a second-hand EUC. And you know, the guy was like, you know, understanding and whatever, and I was helping him out as well, because I don't like selling stuff that's busted to someone that is going to spend their money. You know, and that's why I was so keen to get the wheel MOT'd and checked before I sell it on. But that's now all sorted. But that's why I only have one wheel now. So my Sherman was sold off. He in the end of the day, so he wanted to kit the Sherman out with bigger pedals, flow, Grizzla side pads, and so forth, with a little nubbins on the side, so you can put the wheel. Just looked absolutely awesome when he was done with it. And then he sold the wheel on to another guy on the electricpeople.org forum. So guys, if you haven't joined that forum, please check it out. If you want to sell stuff, if you want to list stuff, there's a for sale section. I'll drop the comments, the website down below in the comments. electricpeople.org. Great website, great people there. Come and join. It's run by Speedy Feet, and it's absolutely awesome. So yeah, that's why I only have one wheel. Sherman is gone. The Sherman is gone and gone again. So the guy from the forum sold it, and he bought a EX20S, big old Rolls Royce of a wheel. It's a beast of a wheel, beautiful suspension, but he wants to do long rides and be comfortable. The older you get, the harder everything is on the knees, and that was my only complaint about the Sherman. This road that you see behind me was all gravel, full of holes, gravel, and when I go to work and back every day, it's just super hard on your system. That's why I was using my S18 most of the time. But the S18's range was too short to get to work and back with some horsepower left, where the S22 does have enough horsepower. I've done some range tests in the winter I get about 40 miles. That's it. Bam, battery flat, cigarette, no more sauce in the tank. And I think most of the guys were saying that you'll get more range in the summer when it's a little bit warmer. But yeah, I've got my Grizzla pads. I'm waiting for the fairings to come in stock. If someone knows where there's fairings in stock from Grizzla, please drop it in the comments below. That would be awesome. If you have any questions about the S22, drop them in the comments below as well, and I'll try and answer them for you. I don't have the sliders. I'll look in the sliders as well. Some other time. There's so many sliders out there, and again, you know, I need to take the wheel in, get the sliders fitted, and then the next weekend I can come and go and fetch the wheel. That's 8 hours of me traveling where I can be riding on a weekend. So that's why it's nice to have a second wheel, so I can still get out, get the one wheel to be sorted out or something, and then ride another wheel. But yeah, you know, I've been looking at like the you know, just looking at the V13. It's too big for me. It's just too big. It's for the type of riding that I want to do, trail riding mostly, agile stuff. This is pretty much the biggest I want to go. I see Shibby jumping this thing, and I want to really this summer put a bit of effort into jumping more, learning to jump more. Yeah, and also the Sherman, you know, the V13 and the Sherman S, they're just too much money. It's just for me a lot of money. But you know, I want to really see how the Sherman looks like and ride. I'm going to try and get a ride on a Sherman S for the channel. We'll see. The guys are not, because there's such limited availability in the UK, the guys usually want to keep this stuff and not give it out. But the thing is, you know, as soon as I ride it, I might buy it. So it's one of the downfalls, and that's why it was so nice when Speedy Feet had some spare wheels to actually try out. It's I can ride it, give you guys some feedback, and then also that's how I bought the Sherman, because it's just the absolutely beautiful wheel. Sun's coming out, absolutely lovely. Sun on your face, and it's yeah, lovely. So yeah, guys, just give you a quick little update. I think it's not a quick update, but give you a quick update on my situation. So I only have the one wheel. I've got still my single S22, still got my one wheel XR, and a few other stuff. Don't have my electric skateboard anymore, and all that stuff. It's all sold on. But yeah, only this wheel. Super happy with it. But let's see what summer brings. You never know. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys ride, and what you're looking. If you're in the market, if you wanted to buy something, what are you looking at? Give me some feedback on what do you think about the prices and whatever of the wheels and so forth, and the quality. You know, I see most of the wheels are better quality now as well. Less major problems, but there's still problems. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.